Let's go! NFC Championship, we are here. This was probably the most perfect game. I think we played our best game of the year. It was a perfect first half. And for all the doubts that we had, at least that maybe I didn't have a doubt that we would lose this game, but seeing how the year ended and the regular season ended, with all the doubts we didn't know what Lane Johnson will look like, what Jalen Hurts will look like, and they just went out and just played great and at least put all the doubts that I may have had in the back of my mind to bed. I like that they started taking the deep shot down the field. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, that just set the tone. Go out, get those 7 points on the board first possession, and then the defense just took it from there. This D-line just took over the game and just made it difficult on Jalen Hurts. Made it difficult on Daniel Jones. He was looking flustered back there. That was not the Daniel Jones that just played in Minnesota last week and just disrupted everything. Hassan Reddick had back-to-back sacks on that first drive, and they went for it on 4th and 8 when Hassan Reddick got the second one. And just from that, you could just tell the way this game was going to go, that we had all the momentum. The Giants couldn't really do anything to change that. And, we just completely dominated. That offensive line, man, 268 rushing yards. And Miles Sanders ran the ball very patiently, and I really enjoyed to see that. And I talked about the deep shot they took early and how the passing game led early. But then it was the run game. The O-line just took over. That was just wide open gaps for Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell to run through. And we talked about Miles Sanders. We talked about, and I know I wanted to see Boston Scott get some more carries. We talked about those two and how Boston Scott's the Giant Slayer. And we had to get him a touchdown. I'm glad they got him that touchdown so that could keep going. And we can keep saying that about the Giants and Boston Scott. But what about Kenneth Gainwell? 112 rushing yards, which hasn't been done, I think, since Brian Westbrook. So shout out to him. He ran well, too. And then, of course, just to rub it in when it was already 31-7, he got his rushing touchdown, too. So the one thing I will say, I don't really have much to say on here. I'm seeing now I'm not even like 3 minutes through. So it was pretty simple to me. We just dominated. One negative I will say, I didn't like A.J. Brown's body language. And he didn't get the targets he typically got. But A.J. Brown, you're not going to go for 150 yards. I might be jumping to conclusions here, and maybe he wasn't mad, but he kind of looked upset and frustrated on the sideline. You're not going to go for 150 yards every game. We got the win. That's all that matters. That's the one thing that I guess that's the one thing I really wasn't happy to see. But Jalen Hurts looked good, made all the right throws and the right reads, ran a little bit more. Honestly, I'm kind of happy. I get that maybe because of the injury, he's going to slide a little more and not going to take as many hits. I think he should do that anyway, especially he missed a couple games. He missed a game last year. He missed a couple games this year. I want to see him slide more, so I hope that this isn't just because of the shoulder. I hope he actually just slides more in general. We talked a lot about playing the best football at the right time, like the Niners are doing right now. We'll see what happens with them tomorrow. And now this team's playing the best football of the year right now. So they have to keep it up, whoever they get in the NFC Championship next week. All I know is I'm hyped. We're in the NFC Championship. We are back as a top team in the NFC. And, so celebrate this win. We got to get right back at it next week. But, man, I'm just going to enjoy this one. I'm hyped. Let's go. NFC Championship. Hey, we still got a long way to go, though.